talked about getting the setup of the Maul, so what about when the Maul is taking place? What do we need to consider as part of our Maul process? We're going to look at joining the Maul, binding, and then we'll finish by considering what our priorities are at this phase. When joining the Maul, players must endeavour to keep the Maul off the ground. Just like a ruck, they must also enter legally and safely. This means that they must arrive from an onside position, bind onto the hindmost player in the Maul, and not in from the side. When players join the Maul, they must not collapse it or cause players to trip over them, causing the Maul to go to floor. This would be considered reckless or dangerous and should be sanctioned. Recently, we have started to see players on the wrong side of Mauls, but who are there legally. Why is this? Well, let's talk about binds and what we should be looking for in identifying illegal players, but also understand when players are perfectly legal, even if it doesn't look right. One of the main things we want to see from the defenders at the Maul is maintaining their binds throughout. You might sometimes hear this called swimming, players on the side of the Maul pulling their way up the side. If we see players doing this, we can call them out before they make a material impact. If they already have done so, or don't react to our calls, we can look to play advantage or sanction. Players can, however, pull themselves through the Maul to get the ball carrier, so make sure you identify those who are legal and those who are not. By speaking to the players at this phase, we can help players understand what we're seeing and allow them to react. Two other priorities around safety are ensuring that players do not collapse the Maul and both teams don't pull players out of the Maul. If a Maul starts to move and the defenders are struggling to defend it effectively, they may try to collapse it to stop it in its tracks. This is dangerous play and should be sanctioned. If we can see players attempting to pull the Maul down, we can try and manage them, calling them to stop. We should be working hard to identify offenders and to sanction them accordingly. It's also illegal for any player, attack or defence, to pull players out of the Maul. This destabilises the Maul and may lead to a collapse. Like with players dragging the Maul down, we should look to manage where we can to stop it, or we should look to sanction with a penalty. The Maul is a great opportunity for us to manage all players with our voice and to help create a safe and fair contest for everyone. The Big Five Guide makes you a part of our exciting game of rugby union. World Rugby's on-field priorities encourages a safe and fast contest. Stay on top of your game and check out the Big Five Guides.